them as a person?
I made them in my role as an advocate.
Do you mean them as a person? I'm not asking you in your role as an advocate. Do you believe that if you're against white supremacy, you have to be against voter ID laws?
Senator, in my role as an advocate, I have...
Ma'am, I'm not asking you.
A pair of President Biden's judicial nominees relied on a single defense. I made that statement acting entirely as legal counsel. Senator Kennedy countered with exactly one reply. I am not questioning your professional duties. I am asking for your genuine convictions. Hit the subscribe button and let us play the video.
I'm looking at an article you wrote in The Breach in 2017. You said, I'm going to quote, "It's inconsistent to denounce white supremacy but not repudiate voter ID laws." Did you say that?
Thank you for the questions, Senator.
You're welcome.
I believe that was an interview I gave in the days after Charlottesville,
Right.
and I believe those statements were it was in my role as an advocate regarding my work representing voters in Alabama challenging.
So you didn't mean them as a person?
I made them in my role as an advocate.
Do you mean them as a person? I'm not asking you in your role as an advocate. Do you believe that if you're against white supremacy, you have to be against voter ID laws?
Senator, in my role as an advocate, I have...
Ma'am, I'm not asking you about this. It wasn't the case. I'm asking you what you believe. And I don't appreciate you dodging my question. Now, this is a serious position you've been nominated for. Do you believe that someone who is against white supremacy also has to be against voter ID laws?
Senator, no. The Supreme Court has held that photo
What do
ID
you
law...
believe?
I believe that the Supreme Court has held
What
that...
do you believe personally?
I believe that photo ID laws have been held to be constitutional.
Do you think voter ID laws are appropriate or inappropriate?
I believe those are questions that election officials...
Do you believe that voter ID laws are appropriate or inappropriate?
I believe that photo ID laws have been held to be constitutional. I believe there are cases in which
What
they
do
are...
you believe?
I believe there are cases in which they are
What do
appropriate.
you believe?
I also believe there are cases
What do you
in
believe?
which they can...
What do you believe? Do you
Senator,
believe?
let her answer, please.
I'm trying to. We both know what's going on, Mr. Chairman.
Let her complete the sentence.
Well, let me do my own questioning, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate your help, Professor. Do you believe that voter IDs laws are appropriate or not?
I believe there are circumstances where photo ID laws can be constitutionally implemented. And I believe that the Supreme Court has also held that there are circumstances when they would not be constitutionally permitted.
Okay. All right, Ms. Choudhury. Am I saying your name right?
It is Choudhury.
Choudhury. Thank you for correcting me.
Thank you.
In 2015, you were on a panel at Princeton University. You said that the killing of unarmed black men by police happens every day in America. Did you say that?
Senator, I don't recall the statement, but it is something I may have said in that context.
You think it happens every single day?
Senator, I believe in that statement, I was making a comment in my role as an advocate, and I was engaging in rhetorical advocacy, which
But do you believe that police officers kill unarmed black men every day in America?
Senator, I believe the killing of unarmed citizens by law enforcement is tragic, and I believe in that instance...
I think it's tragic too, but do you believe, this is a really simple question, Counselor, do you believe that cops kill unarmed black men in America every single day? You said it at Princeton.
Senator, I said it in my role as an advocate.
Oh, okay. You didn't mean it.
Senator, I said it in my role as an advocate to make a rhetorical point.
So when you say something that's incorrect, it's okay to excuse it by saying, oh, I was being an advocate? What do you believe? Do you personally believe that cops kill unarmed black men every single day in America?
Senator, I believe law enforcement have an important and challenging job in this country.
That's not what you said, though, Counselor.
Senator, I say before you here today that I do believe law enforcement have a difficult and challenging job, and I also understand the difference
I just
between...
think that's an extraordinary statement to make with no data to back up. None whatsoever. There's no basis for you saying that. And you knew it then and you know it now. How can one possibly believe that you're going to be unbiased on the federal bench?
Senator, I believe my record shows that I have worked collaboratively with law enforcement in Boston, Chicago, Mississippi, and Milwaukee to solve complex problems to promote constitutional, effective, and safe
Your record
policing.
shows that you believe cops are guilty until proven innocent. Your record shows that if a cop, if a cop shoots a criminal, it's the cop's fault. And if a criminal shoots a cop, it's the gun's fault. I've read your record. Ms. Merl, and I don't appreciate you not answering the question straight up. I would respect you a lot more if you'd just tell us what you believe and not try to hide it. Thank you.
This is the truth mainstream networks refuse to report. The senator arrived at the hearing armed with 2 publications and 2 bombshell quotes, spending every second of his time doing the one thing these candidates desperately feared, by forcing them on the record regarding their genuine beliefs. The first topic was Natasha Merl and her Charlottesville piece. Shortly following the Charlottesville events in 2017, Merl gave an interview. She argued it is hypocritical to condemn white supremacy without also rejecting voter identification requirements. The senator read her exact quotation back to her verbatim. "Did you actually utter those words?" She confirmed doing so, but claimed she spoke exclusively in her capacity as legal counsel. The lawmaker interrupted her immediately. "I am not asking about your professional role because I want to know your personal convictions." She failed to provide a direct answer and continually deflected to Crawford versus Marion County, the Supreme Court ruling validating ballot identification laws as fully constitutional. The senator pushed hard from multiple directions, asking whether she felt ballot identification was appropriate or inappropriate. She repeatedly deflected by stating that specific conditions apply. The lawmaker glanced toward the committee head and delivered a remark that unveiled their whole tactic, noting they both understood the current situation. "Mr. Chairman," she concealed her views behind her professional defense, praying he would run out of speaking time before she revealed her true thoughts regarding ballot security, since her genuine perspective would completely disqualify her in the minds of the American public. The second subject was Nusrat Choudhury and her Princeton panel. During a 2015 Princeton University event, Choudhury declared that law enforcement officers fatally shoot unarmed black citizens on a daily basis in America. The senator asked whether she actually articulated that specific claim. She responded that she lacked memory of the remark, but potentially voiced it within that framework. The lawmaker pushed back, asking if she genuinely believes this occurs every single day. She simply replied that police officers perform a vital and extraordinarily difficult job. The senator voiced what the viewing audience was concluding, pointing out she had claimed daily occurrences at the university rather than praising police. Absolutely no statistical evidence exists anywhere to back up that outrageous assertion, none whatsoever. You recognized it back then, and you understand it today. He subsequently unleashed a final statement that shut down the proceedings, declaring her history proves she assumes officers are guilty until demonstrated innocent. If an officer shoots an offender, it is the officer's fault. If an offender shoots an officer, it is the firearm's fault. I have reviewed your background. I would hold you in much higher regard if you simply shared your honest convictions rather than attempting to conceal them from us. Both candidates ultimately secured their confirmations regardless. Both currently occupy permanent positions on the federal bench, ruling on ballot access legislation and police malpractice lawsuits. The professional defense tactic worked not in the committee chamber, but during the final tally. You must decide whether a judge who conceals their true ideology has earned an irrevocable judicial commission. Please like, subscribe, and share.